people of the Muslim world, and he is trying to address this, and that will definitely contribute for the stability of the globe as a whole. And inclusion of Turkish people, they believe, although some part of Turkey is in Asia, but Turkish people, they feel they are European, and as many countries have been included, now 27 members in European Union, so Turkey definitely can say that why not we are there. So, but this is up to the European Union, of course, and whether they will be included or not. I will not make any comment on this.
Okay, yes, floor is open again. If you have any question, please raise your hand. Yes, please, gentlemen.
My name is Shiomura. I'm an associate member. I'm not a journalist. You explained that one of the big issues is secularism. But I, as well as my wife, do not follow the word because of our vocabulary. So could you explain a little bit more in detail about secularism, please?
Secularism, to my understanding, in Bangladesh, what we do, I mean, equal rights for all the people, of all religion and of all caste. Equal civil rights, equal human rights. No discrimination. This is the main principle of secularism. But I want to tell you one more thing. The first questioner said that there are not many foreign media coverage of Bangladesh. There is not enough media coverage of Bangladesh, foreign media coverage. This is true. We do have foreign media coverage. When there is natural calamities, when anything goes wrong in Bangladesh, when we achieve anything, when there is something good in Bangladesh, there is no media coverage. So I would call upon you all to give, I mean, yes, you have the right when something goes wrong in Bangladesh to bring to the international media, but we deserve the right, we deserve the right to tell you that please bring the good things, the achievements of Bangladesh in the international media. Because we are, despite our poverty, despite our many problems in Bangladesh, we are trying to stand on our own feet, and to, if you bring the good achievements of Bangladesh in the international media, that will definitely encourage us and will enable us to realize our dream to bring Bangladesh, to make Bangladesh a developed country by 2021.
Yes, Brad.
Bradley Martin again. Can you tell us about your economic policies and what's the current situation? You have a stock market, I assume. India, of course, has been taking off economically, and you're right next door. So the same stock of people, essentially. I'm wondering, are you going to catch up with India? Do you have some scheme for your country to actually reach that kind of level where people will be saying, another new economic superpower is at hand? Just if you could share with us what you have in mind.
We have very liberal, economic policy, because the world is now a global village. And the free market in the world, and we have same policy as in Europe or elsewhere. In Japan, we have the same policy, and we have very liberal policy for foreign investors in Bangladesh. In Bangladesh, we have now 7 exclusive economic zone for the foreign investors, and 2 more private EPZ, exclusive economic zone, is coming. and one exclusive economic zone only for the South Korean investors. And we have called the Japanese investors. I mean, when I had meetings with the officials of the Japan government, I have asked them to come up with an exclusive economic zone for the Japanese investor. And we have very liberal policy, and the foreign companies can repatriate the profit 100% to their country. So we have very liberal economic policy. Recently in the cabinet we have decided to create exclusive economic area because you know that in Bangladesh, and the same in many countries, some regions are very developed and some regions are not developed. To bring the to develop the country homogeneously, that's why we want to make a special economic area for underdeveloped part of Bangladesh with very liberal policy.
Yes, yes, Ambassador.
Sorry, I'm just kind of a gatecrasher to that question. You see, as you know, perhaps you're all aware that Bangladesh has been termed as next 11 by Goldman Sachs, which is few years now in the economic news. But very recently, I'm sure you are also familiar that a new terminology has been used, which is called Frontier 5. The new countries which are, they have calibrated better among the next 11. It's called the Frontier 5, which are Bangladesh, Pakistan, Nigeria, Iran, and I think Egypt. These are the 5 countries have been termed as Frontier 5. So I think Bangladesh is making good progress in the sector as a new investment destination.
Yes, the gentleman.
Hello, Dominic Al-Badri from the European Commission. The question I have is not so much related to either the EU, but it's more in the introduction said that you were originally from the Chittagong area. And I haven't been to Chittagong since the late 1990s. But at that time I know that in the Chittagong Hill Tract there was some access was restricted, there was some kind of low-level insurgency, and there was some military action there. And I was just wondering if what the situation was regarding the Bangladeshi relations also with neighbouring Myanmar, as well as also if you could perhaps give some information about what's happening in the Chittagong Hill Tract region as well. Thank you.
I'm proud to inform you that in Chittagong Hill Tract there is no insurgency now. In Chittagong Hill Tract there is peace, because last time when Sheikh Hasina became the Prime Minister, she identified that these problems must be solved for the stability of the country. And within 6 months after formation of the government, she was able to sign peace accord with the insurgents in Chittagong Hill Tract. And that has been implemented. But after the change of power in 2001, the last government did not implement some of the clauses of the peace accord, and we are committed to implement fully the Chittagong peace accord. And there is peace and stability and prosperity in the region. And especially myself, from a village that is adjoined to Chittagong Hill Tract, and when I go to my village home, I need to go through Chittagong Hill Tract. And I'm proud to say there is peace now. And with Myanmar, we don't have any border dispute, but there are many refugees from Myanmar in Bangladesh. Currently, in the refugee camp, there are 26,000 Myanmar refugees, but a few 100,000 are mixed up with the local population, the Rohingya refugees. Are integrated in the region, and they are. These people. I'm sorry to say. These people are engaged with many illegal and terrorist activities that also from this community, many people are picked up by the